On this short video, we intend to show you how a new industrial plant project can work using Asset Lifecycle Information Management. After a new plant necessity is detected, the plant project owner will use a system for Asset Lifecycle Information Management, or ALIM. The system will assure every stakeholder have information integrity across processing systems. This will allow documents to be shared and all parties will be secure to be using the latest version of any document. It also will involve governance for authorization to read, edit, or replace without a betrayal. It's what today's call it as digital thread. Since we need the information to flow all along through the enterprise to break department silos, the ALIM software solution needs to be a platform where every other software, like a ERP software for example, will be able to connect with. Our ALIM platform, the name STOR, is designed to connect with any kind of ERP system or even any other kind of software system like a project planning solution or a CAD software. To maintain data integrity, it's also important to connect the standard supply chain through the ALIM platform. In this case of our industrial plant project that we're moving here, we have services providers like the engineering company, the raw material supplier, and also their action company. To help to discuss anticipate technical requirements and improve innovation and productivity efficiency, STOR ALIM platform comes with around a 30,000 some materials, equipment, and services database. This database also facilitates the standard item description, making it easy to organize and comply with the global standards without the need of high-skilled professional development. The backbone of an ALIM platform is the product breakdown structure. It allows the creation of a structure containing all the project items and its subsequent items. Those items can be tangible or intangible items of a product or a project. On STOR ALIM, the product breakdown structure, or PBS, is directly related to the Standard Materials Database, or MDB. STOR product breakdown structure plays a very vital role to improve projects by taking the process-centric approach and splitting the whole process into smaller process units. To allow structured corporate-wide document storage, tracking, and management through a robust digital thread workflow, a document management system is also needed. Using STOR DMS, document authoring, versioning, revision and releases are made easy through STOR interface for document viewing and collaboration, without the need of the authoring tool. STOR DMS locate documents by allowing speed-up searches through categorization and sorting by a large number of criteria and attributes. The first step after closing contract with engineering companies is to provide the material database to those companies so they will be able to start working using the same standard material codes offered by STOR, and we will be able to track all the process from specification to assemble, from handover to future maintenance and new upgrade project until plant decommissioning. So soon the honors team create the first, second, and third levels of the work breakdown structure inside of our product breakdown structure system. This information will need to be supplied to the engineering companies to help them certify they are following the right project scope. The planning software will also have to be filled with the updated information to the creation of a program evaluation and review technique, most known as PAIR. And STOR will make it happen automatically. The next step, we have the TMS sending documents templates to those hired engineering companies. Those templates includes technical information, data sheets, guides, company manuals, drawing templates, between other standards from the hiring organization. Once the planning is ready, the information will be synchronized on STOR ALIM for the parameters programming of the material requirement planning, most known as MRP. It also will capture the engineering company's services delivery dates. The majority of the designing process today is made using 3D technology. This makes it easier to automatically extract 2D drawing layouts and bill of materials. It also has the majority of deliverables made by those engineering companies will be the 2D documents and bill of materials. Those documents will be saved on STOR ALIM DMS system, and the bill of materials will compose the work breakdown structure for the product breakdown structure. Once receiving those boons, the focus will be back to MRP. The MRP system will be responsible for calculating the proper quantity of materials and services that must be acquired to supply the project demands. Once the calculation is made, the MRP will also generate purchase requisitions following the project requirements and will synchronize with the ERP system automatically. The Enterprise Resource Planning System will process the information and will start the process of cost approval. When the cost approval process is made, complying with the project budget, the requisition will turn into a purchase order. The purchase order becomes a document that will be shared with supplier as a contract for the supply of material, equipment, or service. Having the purchase order, the supplier will execute what's being hired, and once the material are ready to be dispatched, a packing list or a bill of lading will be generated starting the logistics module of our STOR ALIM. Those packing lists are received, registered, and confronted with the PBS and its purchase orders and bill of materials. So, we can rely with what's being received, complying with the project scope. With the packing list in hand, the warehouse management team comes to the scene, and using the STOR Warehouse Management System, or WMS, they will prepare to receive this material in the warehouse. As soon as the project owner company gives the thumbs up, the supplier then dispatches the material, and this material will be ready to be received and stored on the proper warehouse. In the moment that the material is received, it is once more confronted with the PO and the packing list to certify all proper material is being received. On our experience, here is where most of the projects delays. It's common to have distortions between quantity and quality specifications. At this moment, the purchase team will have to take action and make the supplier to correct any distortion. We are now on the stage where the material is ready available on the company warehouse. This information will now be updated on the planning software, and the planning team can start the assemble planning process, so they can start to open the mounting fronts. Once a front mount was opened, the planning team will generate within the system a requisition for the assembled material. It goes through the approval process, and since approved, it is released to the higher action companies. This will give the proper authorization and documents to the action companies to go at the hiring company's warehouse at the right moment to take the material needed to action execution. The warehouse management team will use STOR Material to Site Management module, known as STOR MSM, to prepare the material delivered to the action company and register the material carry out. When the material is removed from the inventory, it's inspected and will be sent to the assembler that will use this material. On proceeding in this manner, we can increase the material traceability, and we can also avoid claim possibilities from the action companies due to the lack of materials. There is many occasions where the project delays is not due to lack of materials, but since many hiring companies doesn't have such kind of organization, it is not uncommon to see erection companies claiming those hiring companies, justifying delays by claiming missing materials. This is a common risk of project over budget. All this process explained here is monitored by a business intelligence system inside of STOR that will supply the project owner's team with KPIs monitoring tools along the entire project execution. So, the owner's team can take the right decision using the proper data at the right moment. On this simplified industrial plant project explanation, we tried to give you a fast understanding about the main topics of Asset Lifecycle Information Management. The commissioning and handover process will be topics that we will cover on future videos. We hope you could see how you can add value to your organization through asset data information, because data is the world's most valuable resource. Thanks for watching. Until next time.